Today we have a very, I'm going to say, interactive and interesting lesson in that it's talking about what some people have made a controversial subject, but I think, over the years I have come to learn it's simple and plain, but I just titled this lesson, Why We Celebrate the Feast or God's Holy Days, okay? And as we talk, some things you probably heard in bits and pieces, and some things I think are going to make more sense. And it's going to challenge, some of the things, pastors have been talking about the traditions of men and just doing what the Word of God says. And I think that this is going to help us. So before we get started, I just want to go around the room and ask everybody a simple question. Tell me one thing that you have heard about the feast, or that whenever you hear the words feast days or holy days, what do you think of? And if nothing, you can say nothing. So we'll start with Pastor.
In regards to the feast, I haven't heard of all the feasts. Most of what I've heard of the feasts were that they were Jewish holidays.
Okay.
It was specifically for the Jews, and so it almost kind of eliminated Christians from being part of this particular celebration. Okay. However, we serve the Lord. We are God's people, and so that's one of the things that I've heard. And then the one main feast was the Feast of the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Those are the ones that I actually knew, had understanding, but the other feasts, like we're going to be talking about the Feast of Trumpets, which is coming up, and the Feast of Tabernacles and all the other feasts, I never knew or understood the correlation.
Okay.
And I never took myself to go and do a in-depth study on it enough so I can get the understanding. But then when I was reviewing the information about the Feast of Unleavened Bread and the Feast of the Passover, and I was beginning to read, I was like, and it says this is the Lord's feast, which you shall celebrate annually. I was like, whoa, there's some things that we're not doing. And one of my things is that I was talking to the Lord and I said, God, it's something that we're missing. I don't know what it is. So God revealed to me, show me what I'm missing. Show me what we're not doing. And so this is one of the things that He revealed unto me. And so that's why I'm so adamant. And as you see, the other thing too is that Bishop Neal enlightened us when we have our conference call. He, and